So, a while ago, I went out with my friend to Harvard Square, and we we were in her apartment. She lived downtown in a dormitory that was like an apartment, but it was beautiful, like gorgeous. And she had a hookah, and we smoked weed in her place. And then we went to breakfast at this famous diner downtown that I'd never been to, even though I lived in the city for almost 4 years. I never went to this diner in particular. And we went inside, and their pancakes were larger than I've ever seen a pancake be. And I got bacon, of course, and home fries. I had a lot of money at that time, so I got everything that I wanted to eat. And then we ended up walking downtown, and we ended up taking the train into Cambridge. And then when we got to Cambridge, we decided to go to this little shop that sold finger puppets and all of these weird tapestries and little figurines carved out of wood. It was like an old Tibetan shop. And it was really pretty in there, and there are a bunch of things in there that you could touch and play with and fool around with. And then there was a woman who came outside, and she had flyers, and she gave us one, and it was for a discount on a psychic reading. And we were like, fuck it, like, we don't want this shit. We ended up, you know, leaving the shop and walking some more, and then we got really hungry because we've been walking forever, and we went shopping at Urban Outfitters, and we also went somewhere else. Oh, we went to Chameleon. We also went to a tattoo parlor, and I was like this close to getting a tattoo, but I decided against getting it because I was scared, and because exactly what I wanted they wouldn't do for me. Like, I wanted to get a dress form on my wrist, but the way that I wanted it, they wouldn't orient it the way I wanted, and also they wanted to make it bigger than I wanted, and I wanted it very small but detailed. And the guy was like, oh, like, this is the best that I can do, and he did a mock-up, and it looked like shit. So I was like, fuck that, I'm not gonna pay money for bullshit on my body. So anyways, so then, but she wanted to get a tattoo. She wanted to get, because her father is black and her mother is Russian. And it's like, she calls herself the Black Russian, and she wanted to get, what did she want to get? Russian princess, I think, or princess in Russian, or black. Yeah, I think it was black princess in Russian on her neck. I think that's what it was. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think she ever got it, to be honest, because when we actually got there, they wanted to make it bigger than she wanted it. She wanted it really small writing, and they said that they had to make it a lot bigger for the font that she wanted. So she got really pissed off and was like, fuck that. So we both were very unsatisfied with the tattoo parlor, so we decided to go eat our feelings, and we went to this Chinese place, this very small Chinese place, and it was like they sold everything on these old china dishes that had like really pretty paintings on them. And we ordered entirely too much food and enjoyed it. But before we ate, after we ate, we actually decided to say, but after we ate, we came out. So then, after we're done eating, come out of the store, and we see the woman from before who gave us the flyer, and she says, "You have a great decision to make," to me. And at the time, you know, fucking bullshit, young, stupid life, I was like, I do have a decision to make in my mind, but I really fucking didn't, you know, because to this day, the decision that I made wasn't so much a decision, just a lack of decision, to be honest. I actually didn't make a decision at all. So yeah, but at the time I thought, this feeling that I have is so important, you know, this woman wants to tell me something, so you know, I was kind of persuaded. And then my friend was like, I want to go too. I have some bullshit going on in my life. And she spoke to me. And so we ended up going back to the little Tibetan shop, because right next door was the parlor where the woman did the tarot card readings. So the woman says one of us has to go first. And I told her she could go first because I was scared. And while she was going, the whole time my mom was racing like, fuck what she's going to tell me. Because the decision that I had was between, you know, carrying on with my life or choosing a new path with someone else. And I was really, really, really scared from what she was going to say. Plus, there was some creepy fuck inside of the store. The whole time I was touching shit, he was following me around. And honestly, I would follow someone around too if I had all this precious shit around. You know, like, seriously, I was like tinkering with shit. So he probably was like, I don't want to break any of my fucking shit. But still, like, the vibe was creepy. So then my friend comes out of the parlor and she has this look on her face like, this woman just told me my whole life. And like, before my friend could even tell me anything, the woman comes out and says, don't say anything to her. And she tells me to come inside. And I go inside of the parlor and I sit down, and there's a crystal ball, like a legitimate fucking crystal ball, sitting on, you know, a little stand in the middle of the table. And, you know, she takes my hand and she starts telling me about myself, and everything she's saying is true. And, you know, it was cool because she almost brought me to tears, because she really just was telling my whole life. And when I left, I felt changed a little bit, because I felt more that I had a direction. I felt more that I had an idea. But who knows? But anyways, on the way out, there were these finger puppets. And I took one, and it was a snail. And my friend took one. I believe it was a crab or lobster, some sort of crustacean. And it was a really good day. We really had a great fucking day. So I just remember that one in particular.